Hey, what's happening, tadpoles? Kerry Hopkins here, and today we're playing some TCG Online, a Pokemon trading card game online. So I kind of realized the other day that I could stream this, and that's awesome because Pokemon is a series that's really, really close to my heart. I've been playing for ever since I was like really, really young, like probably ever since I picked up a Game Boy. So yeah, I've played every main series release, and if I used to collect the cards when I was much younger and I didn't know how to play, then I went to university and I learned how to play because some people got me hooked on it, and then I was like loads of money deep into it, which is a major regret, of course. But hey, it's the gacha grind. But on on top of that, I've got a bunch of code cards for TCG Online that I never really redeemed. So we're gonna go ahead and go through all of those today. We've got 100 packs in total here. So I mean, I don't know if this counts as a pack, but we're gonna start off with it. This Inteleon VMAX battle deck. Oh right, okay, so that doesn't actually open up as a proper pack. That just gives us a load of Okay, to be fair, Shady Dealings Drizzile and Inteleon are really bloody good cards, and this 70 HP Sobble has been seeing a lot more play than the regular Sobble because, okay, there's the Rapid Strike Sobble, which has a move called Keep Calling, which gets all your Sobbles out, but that one only has 60 HP, and due to a recent like Sableye card, it's been difficult to keep that one alive. But 70 HP just goes that little bit extra mile, and since Rapid Strike isn't really an archetype that's played much anymore, it's okay to run. But yeah, that's going to be actually really helpful having all those Inteleon and Drizzile. And then another training court as well, so we've got plenty of stadiums. All right, now onto the proper gacha side of things. So what should we start with? We should probably go with like from oldest to newest. So let's see, oldest to newest. We'll go with Sun and Moon. Whoop. I think the only card I can think of that I remember from this is like Lurantis GX. Let's take a look at these. Poison Barb and Potion. Um, Peck Bugs. Oh, okay, this Fermentus is actually pretty good. As I was mentioning, the Lurantis GX is pretty good because it allows you to accelerate a lot of grass energy and then deal loads of damage. This has Synthesis, which easily allows you to accelerate grass energy from your deck right away, so a really nice combo there. Poison Barb, what does that do actually? Attacked by opponent is now poisoned. That could be good in some decks, but I'm pretty sure that oh yeah, all of these they're not in standard anymore, they're all expanded now. Oh well. Let's see what we got. Ribombi, fairy type. Fairy types used to be a thing in the TCG. I mean, they're still a thing in expanded, I suppose, but they've completely disappeared now since they stopped printing fairy cards. And then Decidueye. Oh well. And then we've got Cosmic Eclipse. There's some decent cards from this. I'd prefer like Unified Minds or something, but because that gives you Mew 3, which is one of the best cards ever printed. Uh, yeah, this isn't going to have any of the tag team stuff in it, unfortunately, which are, yeah, tag teams are easily some of the most broken cards ever printed in the TCG, but. Oh! What? 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 Alright, I was wrong. This does have tag. This has ADP! Oh my, okay, we are off to a amazing start! Wow! What the fuck? Holy shit! Oh my god! Well, alright. It isn't the alternate art ADP, but that's still ADP! Holy shit! Alright. Well, okay, we're off to a great start with one of the best cards ever printed. This used to be all over standard play because of its ability of, well, its move Altered Creation GX with just for a steel and a water energy, which is really easy to attach on like turn one or turn two, like whether you're going first or second, and just every card you beat now takes 30 more damage, and you get another prize card from it, which completely breaks the game. and you now have an attack that deals 180 damage and accelerates free energy every turn. Not only that, but you have 280 health. Sure, you give it free prize cards if you're knocked out, but there's cards like Ace of Roller that just allow you to just avoid that completely. This is wow. All right, and it's still played today in Dragon and Dark decks. I know one of the most popular decks is let's see. It's Zorok and Dark no Zorok and Greninja, I think, Tag Team GX, which has for every dark energy in play, it deals more damage. However, double dragon energy, which can be used to use Alter Creation GX, counts as two dark energy. So you can just throw down loads of double dragon energy, and then suddenly you're dealing 30 extra damage, taking an extra prize card, and dealing so much damage with Zorak and Greninja. Um, yeah, I we're off to an amazing start then. Holy shoot! Wow. Okay, okay. Tempted to get more, but like, I'm happy to cash out. That's our second. Well, technically our third because we had the deck box, but wow. All right, now we're on to current standard play. These are gonna rotate later this month actually, but yeah, because these are regulation Mark D. But let's see what we get. I swear if we get like a Zacian now, that's gonna be nuts. All right. Hey, another Sobble, but we've already got four of those, so that doesn't matter too much. Oh, this Seeking is actually like kind of good for disruption decks because you discard an energy for every free coin flips. I remember when Mew, Fusion Strike deck was being played a lot. This was really good for just getting rid of the energy because I believe it only runs like four special energy, which it needs to do a lot of stuff, and then either three more special energy with it being double colorless energy, or maybe like three psychic energy if they're running fog crystal, but it doesn't run a lot of energy, so being able to disrupt energy on a single prize deck was absolutely detrimental for Mew Fusion, and then you can just stall it out until they draw themselves out of cards. Cloister, neat, and Sanaconda. Ah, all the memories are flooding back now. Ah, I used to play a lot of this at university, running my own tournaments and stuff, and we also had our local game shop, but that's actually quite sad to think about now because it's quite interesting because yesterday I was punching in all of these cards. Also, capture energy is really good. I was punching in all of these code cards and thinking, yeah, I can stream TCG tomorrow. And then that night I get a bunch of messages from some old friends that local saying that things aren't going so well now. That eh, everyone's sort of tensed up. They're arguing all the time, and yeah. Oh well. Anyway, Rebel Clash. I can't remember if there was anything good in Rebel Clash. I think there was like a base Zacian that was kind of neat. Oh, Turffield Stadium's alright, because that's good with Decidueye decks, although nowadays you want to run just Path to the Peak. Alright. Yeah, I'm not expecting anything good from Rebel Clash. Oh. Hey, okay, I really love this. Okay, Roly Poly is a really special Pokemon to me because when I first saw it, I was like, holy crap, this looks awesome. I bet it's going to evolve into like a motorbike or something and it's going to be badass. Then I saw it evolved into Carcon. I was like, okay, maybe it can evolve into a badass Steam Train. And then Coalossal showed up. And while Coalossal, in terms of stats and ability, is an amazing Pokemon, design wise, it just looks like a fire type golem, and I didn't like it. I feel like it was really wasted potential with the whole like roly coly. You could have wheels and coal and like an engine, but they just ended up having this raw colossal thing that walks around. Anyway, I absolutely adore this card. I love like the blue lighting in the background, the red lighting there, and how it's like dashing through. It's a really awesome art. I'm probably going to be saying these a lot. If there's any like Kamiya arts, I'm going to be gushing all about them. Oh, two Masquerain. And uh, nothing too good there. Adaptive evolution is always good on the Caterpie. That's always the thing that Caterpie does. It evolves quickly, along with Metapod, so you can get Butterfree out right away. I know there's a Butterfree later in Sword and Shield that, ooh, Twin Energy. That's actually pretty good for some rogue decks, which I'd love to make. Because they're single price decks now. Yo, Bolton V. Oh man, now the memories are flooding back. I used to have a, well, I still have it lying around my electric deck, which it used to run just a bunch of single price Pokemon. Then I managed to pull a tag team. Wait, no, I didn't pull. I traded for a Raichu and Raichu Tag Team GX, which had an amazing ability that allowed it to like move into the active and then paralyze your opponent guaranteed while dealing loads of damage. Um, but I always had trouble getting all the energy onto it because I know like for its ultimate attack, like GX Pokemon required loads of energy. You needed like 5 energy onto it. Then this Bolton V got printed. I remember my friend pulled it, and I was just like, I really like that. I'm paying $20 for it, and worst decision of my life because Bolton V is very much not. Even when it was released, it was only like £5. But oh well, I'm still really good friends with that person to this day, so it pays off, and it gave us loads of fun because now I had an amazing deck. I think I had the best deck in the house because we had a sort of like Pokemon house going on where it was like the 8 of us and we all played Pokemon and half of us played the card game and that was always fun. Although we had to find like that one of our housemates was always like manipulative and would cheat all the time and that wasn't so great. But oh well. Um, he's in the past now though. That's probably something I shouldn't get into too much, to be fair. But as you can tell, I've got a lot of memories of this game, Pokemon in general, and the card game. Is that? Yeah, it's a Kamiya artwork. Okay, so Kamiya does such cool stuff where he just goes completely ambitious and abstract with the Pokemon artworks. I remember the Drampa one that really got me hooked on him, and then I kept on looking at back at all his other designs, and they're so cool. I know loads of people hate them as well. And then Roller Collie as well. Okay. I wish this was a real pack because I'd be like grabbing these by like putting them with my collection of cool artworks, but oh well. And then we've got Garboda. This is actually a this was once a really good card because you could pair it with a stadium. I'm trying to remember the name of that stadium now, but it kept the status condition even if the opponent retreated. So you could always make sure the opponent was poisoned and then just deal loads of damage with attacks that deal more if they're poisoned. And then, oh, Vikavolt. That's alright. There's a better Vikavolt that comes later. I think that's in Evolving Skies, maybe? Could be in Fusion Strike. There's also Vikavolt V, which is very good. But that was in Base Sword and Shield. Hey, I love this card, just the way he's looking directly at the camera. And Scoop Up Net. We've already got 4 of those, but they're always good for trading if I ever decide to do that. If I'm doing trading, I might do off stream. We've got Top Entry, Lombre, and okay, Evolution Roar, Galarian Meowth. This Galarian Berserker hasn't exactly been a great card. However, Evolution Roar is really good for getting cards out of your hand. So if you're a deck that plays stuff from the discard pile, it's just really easy to discard your hand this way. And yeah, you can use that once per turn, I think, right? Must discard once during your turn, yeah. But it allows you to just freely discard cards and empty your hand out, which also pairs up with Crobat V, which I think comes in Darkness Ablaze, which is one of the most played cards currently, which will be unfortunately, well, I don't know, fortunately or unfortunately rotating out very soon. So glad we're getting all these roly colly. I wish these were real packs because I have a collection of just these roly colly cards. Say, it's no, it isn't because I know I saw a Tranquil in the background of the Grubbin art. And one more Rebel Clash. Nothing too good there. Yeah, nothing amazing here. Alright, Darkness Ablaze. This is where Eternatus VMAX was introduced, where Crobat V was introduced, and I think a bunch of other really, really strong cards. Yep. Oh, this is when Decidueye was introduced and Sky Circus Rowlet. Oh, okay, we're gonna get a lot of good decks. A lot of good decks, a lot of good cards from this set. Hopefully. I have my hopes up high. If we can get Decidueye, that'd be nice, because there's a Okay, it used to be a rogue deck since it was single prize, but it was that good that everyone was playing it. Ooh, more Kamiya. Ah, love it. Gothitelle. If I went into a sort of James voice for a second. Oh, the twerps! We're going to get those pesky twerps. Ooh, is that another one in this set? Yo, okay, Kamiya did two in this set. That is beautiful. Marini getting ready to hunt down a Corsola and bite it to bits. Ah, and then can't remember. Oh yeah, more Sky Circus, but the only one people ever used was the Rowlet. I saw Mew V and I was just like, oh, and then remembered that this is the bad Mew V that was printed first. Later on, Fusion Strike, there's an absolutely amazing Mew that everyone was building their deck around because it was just the best deck in the format. Fusion Strike. I know two of my friends used to run that. I think one of my friends still does, and then the other one, as I mentioned, from the local, was starting to fall apart, so that doesn't happen anymore. Piers is a nice card because it lets you search for an energy, not a basic energy, any energy you like. So it's an easy way to get special energy, and it also searches for a dark Pokemon, which you'd think you can only run in a dark deck, but because of how versatile Crobat V is, you can just run this, get a special energy, get Crobat V out, and then keep drawing cards. Of course, the liability of Crobat V is that it's only got 180 health, and it's worth two prize cards. So if anything can deal 100 damage to it twice, they take two prize cards. Anything good here? I mean, Glimmerwood Tangle is a very nice card because it keeps Pokemon asleep for longer. Staraptor. That's what I wanted. There we go, Crobat V. That is very nice. There's a art they release later of this that comes in the trainer's toolkit, which I like a lot more because the one thing I don't understand, well, actually, no, I do understand it now with Crobat V, is that it alternates which wings it flaps. So it flaps its top wings, and then when they get tired, it flaps the bottom wings. So they actually alternate between which ones are the hands and which ones are the wings. So currently, Crobat is using the back wings and then slashing with the front wings, but I found it much cooler in the later art where he's just like spinning around and doing a really cool spinny attack like Levi from Attack on Titan. So yeah, okay, we've got some nice pulls so far. We've got ADP, we've got Crobat, and we've got plenty of Inteleon. So we're off to a good baby. Oh, Skitty. Oh, that's gonna make me cry. I when I was younger, I had a cat called Skitty. Well, we called it Skitty because me and my brother were obsessed with Pokemon Emerald at the time, and throughout my life it was Skitty, and then a couple of years ago she passed away, and we didn't expect it because, of course, her mother is still alive to this day, and still kicking. But yeah, Skitty, man, I miss you. Thank you. That's enough of that. There's the Decidueye. Deep Forest Camo Decidueye. I'm actually going to open up a notepad file just to note what cards we've got. We've got an ADP GX, we've got a Crobat V, we've got Inteleons, and we've got the Decidueye now. So we can actually make some neat decks with this. I know Spidernet got an alternate art because it's got boss's orders, but nobody uses it. Ah, Skitty used to climb up on my lap all the time and snuggle. Pansage! Pansage, what are you doing here? That's Lipard. Oh, never mind. I thought that was the good Lipard that allowed you to discard and draw two. I know there's a Chinchino that does that around here. Can't remember what set it's from though. I know it rotates soon, so it's probably within the next few jets. Powerful colorless energy. That's a nice one to always get in Cape of Toughness. Grimmsnarl V. Ah, this card would have been so good. It has a Grimmsnarl V Max, which has an attack which deals like 50 more damage the more darkness energy it does, but is limited to only 2 darkness energy before that effect ends. So if that went higher, it would have been an amazing card. You could have paired it with a Hydreigon you get in this set, but yeah. Ooh, Bunnelby, come here. Wow, Kamiya did a lot of stuff for this. This was Mad Party, which was a really awesome archetype. Well, actually, was it an awesome archetype? It was, okay, you can't call it a rogue archetype because so many people were running it. It's Mad Party where you use that Galarian Meowth from earlier to discard so many cards from your deck, and then this does 20 more damage for each Pokemon in your discard pile. Of course, we had Twin Energy earlier, which you could just use this attack, and there's a Poltegeist, there was a bunch of other cards of Mad Party that you could just discard and be dealing easily like 300 damage by like turn two. These can, and Muck. Alright, let's keep it going. Oh man, I need a drink. Sorry. Oh, I am breaking. Sorry, reaching for my bottle. Oh, we're getting all the Mad Party cards and also the Dartrix. The Dartrix isn't actually necessary because you usually want to use Rare Candy, but it's nice to have one in case you get item locked. But yeah, getting all the Mad Party stuff. Bertic. And our last Darkness Ablaze. We already got a Crobat, so the only other thing I can think of getting is another Decidueye or Eternatus. We've got plenty of Rowlet now, so that's nice. And Diggersby. Alright, on to Vivid Voltage. I can't actually remember anything from this set. I know, of course, this had the Pikachu that was super expensive, and uh, the video of that guy bending it on stream and then pulling it and just screaming about it. It's just like, I bent the Pikachu. I'm not gonna say exactly what he said because I might get demonetized for that, but uh, Ness is a good card. I actually use that in my expanded deck. Oh, oh, this has the Wild Shock Zekrom. This is actually really good because it has guaranteed paralysis, and since it does 130 damage, you can just use this 3 times, knock out an enemy VMAX in exchange for one Zekrom, and you're taking 3 prize cards for the price of one. It's a really good trade card. Not as in trading, as in like trading with somebody else to get enough card. I mean like in battle trading, sort of. If anyone's ever played Hearthstone or Yu-Gi-Oh, they use the sort of trading word. Ooh, Pineco. Come here. Is that the Golden Gate? No, not the Golden Gate Bridge. That'd be Sky Arrow Bridge from oh, what's it called? The Unova region, right before Castilia City. Also, is that coronavirus there? I don't know that that little thing in the corner looks kind of sus. Too bad this was printed in 2020. All right. Ah, Stunfisk. Does this have a Galarian Stunfisk V, or was that in an earlier set? Because I used to have a deck revolving around that where you just pile steel energy onto it and just get loads of health. Oh, so this is the one that has the Charizard in it and Leon. Um, Stone Fighting Energy is kind of good. I remember playing that. Whoa! Alright, so like, this isn't a great card, but this is a golden rare. If I got this in real life, I would be selling this right away or getting it graded, but yeah, I'm sure somebody would we could trade that for somebody. Or if anybody else watching this stream wants it, they can come grab it, because I only have one deck that used the Heroes Medal. That was a Vaporeon VMAX deck that used to run it with okay, you start off with Vaporeon VMAX with an elemental badge and just use it to instantly get a Blastoise VMAX into action, put the Hero's Medal on the Blastoise VMAX, and just start piling energy onto a Kingdra that you had in the back. When Blastoise VMAX got knocked out, all the energy would go into Kingdra, and then you'd just be able to deal massive damage with that Kingdra. It was a very much a gimmick deck. It didn't win many matches, but it was very fun to run just because it only had like 2 basic Pokemon in it and just allowed you to mess with the game. I love that Kingdra card. Like, that Kingdra is one of the strongest I've ever seen, honestly, because it dealt 50 damage for every water energy attached to it, and its ability just let it magnetize all the water energy from anything getting knocked out. Oh, Alchemy. Yeah, the beauty, the only card that you can use going on, the only supporter card you can use going on the first turn. Love how that rule has changed over time. You used to be able to attack on the first turn but not use any trainer or supporter cards. Then you stopped being able to attack on the first turn, but you could still use supporter cards. Now it's like you can't attack or use a supporter card on the first turn, which it makes things a lot more balanced, honestly, because okay, in the tag team format, tag teams were so overpowered because they were basic Pokemon that could get attacking right away, so they were it going second was meta then, but with like VMAX and V Pokemon, a lot of the times you needed that extra energy acceleration or you need that evolution, so going first was always the best in that format. But yeah, Lunar Blessing and oh, Kamiya Shedinja. Okay, this actually has some fun trivia. Not only is it an awesome artwork, it actually ended up changing one of the oldest rules in the game because okay, in a deck, you must play at least one basic Pokemon, and because when you start out the game, you need to draw 7 cards, and once you've got a basic Pokemon, you put that face down. If you don't draw a basic Pokemon, you shuffle it, draw again, and your opponent gets to draw another card. This Shedinja, since it was a basic Pokemon, that can't be put into play during active setup meant that immediately when it was printed, you could put one in your deck to make it a legal deck, but you could never play a starting card, so the game would never begin. They actually had to change this rule so that you have to. It specifically says you must have a basic Pokemon that isn't Shedinja in your deck, and I absolutely love that because every Shedinja before this point was like stage 2 or something, but this one's a basic Pokemon. It's a really strong one as well, though getting it into play with its ability isn't so great. However, I remember the Pokemon Go Ditto made this actually kind of meta because you could put it in your discard pile. Pokemon Go Ditto could use its attack because Ditto can just do stuff like that, and then you'd just be able to, for 2 energy, send an opponent's Pokemon to 10 HP and then knock it out with something like Earthquake that just hits everything. Anyway, Earthquake hits all of your bench Pokemon. Something like Boomburst or Noivern. Another Galarian Meowth. Wind Stadium. What have we got here? And Lycanroc. Nothing really good here. Got some lovable Pokemon, but it's all just like commons. Oh, these pesky commoners. Yeah. Not a lot of amazing stuff in Vid Voltage. Like, there was a lot of cards to pop off about, but in terms of like the commons, there wasn't exactly anything great as far as I can remember. It was all just about the Pikachu VMAX, which is how this set made so much money. Oh, it also had aromatic energy, I guess. Yeah, everyone was pulling for that Rainbow Pikachu VMAX, but in the meantime, they're just getting all of these cards, which, yeah, nothing exactly great here. That's a long card. Can you send if they attach an energy? Oh, that's actually pretty cool. It says 12 damage to one of your opponent's bench. One of your benched. Oh. For a stage 3, that's not so great. If that was on a basic, that would have been a really cool Pokemon, but nah. Apuchian is nice. It's like the artwork on it. Aromatic Energy and Terrakion and Graplocked. Speaking of Terrakion, I'm really excited to see what extra content we'll be getting for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Because okay, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, it needed more time, but I feel like if it does get a DLC, it's going to be really, really good. Yeah, there's the Leon I was talking about. Yeah, this had your Charizard and your Pikachu. This was just that set. Oh my god, we've got 29 Shining Fates. uh, if you like shiny Pokemon, you're gonna like Shining Fates. Memory Capsule was a neat gimmick. There's Colossal. Ah, you had so much potential. Why weren't you a steam train or like a cool motorcycle? Is that using Tar Shot? Ah. A move nobody uses. Alright, here we go. Shining Fates time. Oh, you can get more Decidueye and Rowlet from here. Rotom, Roto Choice. So a lot of these are reprints. Oh, Leave the Land. Okay, that'd be actually really good with Turffield Stadium. Oh, I imagine that this is where that one Rillaboom was printed with that allowed you to accelerate 2 energy right away. Alright. Ooh, Lapras VMAX. Okay, this is actually a pretty nice card because more damage for each water energy attached to it. So like by default, it's dealing 180 damage, assuming all of it is water energy. And then Volcanion. I'm gonna add that to the list because that's actually a pretty fun card to build with. I love these sort of like acceleration decks that the more energy you have, the more damage they deal, because it means you can sort of, I guess, make budget decks around them because you don't have to run as many trainers or Pokemon, and you can just pile on energy, which everyone has loads of energy. Um, Bull guy. I remember I had to look at the rules to be like, because there's a card called Air Balloon, which allows you to retreat for less, which technically has ball in its name, but I remember I had to check like the compendium, and no, that's not how that works. It needs to be specifically ball with a capital BALL. Ah. Leave the land again. Ooh, amazing rare Kyogre. Okay, this is okay. A card that is really difficult to run because of how many different types of energy it needs to run it. It's basically like Dragon Pokemon, but way more because Dragon Pokemon only tend to use like two different kinds of energy. This requires three different kinds of energy, but if there's any sort of like rainbow energy you can get, it becomes really good. 80 damage to all of your opponent's Pokemon, which is really, really good if you can get it going, but getting that much energy on a Pokemon with only 120 health isn't exactly likely. And then, ooh, Trainer Rare Carolee. That's kind of cool. So we're getting rare cards that we could trade, but I don't know, they'd be worth a lot more in real life. Because of course they're worth more in real life. Because online, yeah, versus research always nice to get. Because of course online they're just digital and yeah, they once the servers go down, like if Pokemon ever dies out, that's gone forever. Like I know Pokemon TCG Online is going to have a sunset fairly soon because they're going to move on to TCG Live once that's been fixed. Because it's currently in its like I don't know. I want to say it's in its beta right now, but I think they're trying to push it despite it being filled with bugs and lacking in animations and stuff. Toxtricity, neat. Yeah, shinies and Cinderace. I think that actually had a misprint when it was first printed for the UK because in Japan it had a 2 retreat cost, but in the West it had a 1 retreat cost. But it didn't really matter because you'd be running it with a stadium anyway. It's rude. Yeah, let's see if we can get more Decidueye in here. That'd be nice. Or if we can get more Lapras VMAX. I think there's also a Crobat in this set as well. Another top entry card, but I don't. I guess there is a Luxray that does some cool stuff. It has like the Seeking Claws or something that allows it to deal a lot of damage to the bench, and Electro Step where it shoots damage counters out and then runs away. 2 Sky Circus. We're getting a lot of Rowlet and another Cinderace. There you go. It has 2 retreat cost there, but I think the initial printing had 1 retreat cost or something. Indeedy. 60 damage for each energy attached to your. I think this was the card that set the world record for the most damage ever done at some point. And reveal an energy. Okay, never mind. I thought that'd be revealing an item card because there's a load of Pokemon that do that where they look at the top 6 cards of your deck and you get to reveal like an item or a supporter card or stuff like that. I remember Jirachi and Mew from a later set were played a lot because of that. Celebrations Mew, that's it. We're getting a lot of Cinderace. Maybe it's telling us to make a Cinderace VMAX deck. When does Cinderace VMAX come out? That'd be in Chilling Ring, I believe, because... No, would it be in Battle Star? One of the two. No, no, it would be in Chilling Ring, because that's when you got the Dynamax soup. Um, keep going. Yeah. Shining Fates is one of those special sets where it's like, ooh, we're reprinting a bunch of cards, but they're now shiny. Hey, another Decidueye! Okay, we could actually like make a full-on Decidueye deck because we've got the Inteleons for it. And we've got two Decidueye, which could be enough. One more Decidueye would be ideal, but we can always just Ordinary Rod and Clara for more. My god, we're getting so many of the Rowlet. It's the sign. Bolton. I believe there's also Bolton V in this set. Instead, it reprinted a bunch of cards and just made them shiny instead. Ocean Search. Look at the top 6 cards of your deck, reveal a Pokemon. It's only good when it's a trainer card. When it's an energy or a Pokemon card, there's just so many ways of searching that out that it doesn't matter. What does this actually do? When you place a card from your hand to your bench, you may search your deck for up to 2 item cards that have Rotom in their name. That would have been good until it said Rotom in the name. There's not a lot of great Rotom cards. There's like the Rotom Drone, there's the Rotom Pokedex, and that's about it. Rotom Phone. Wow, iPhone. And nothing great here. Keep going. Ooh, Center Scorch. I recall the VMAX just deals like a lot of damage for each fire energy and can keep attaching fire energy from the discard pile. The Tropius is actually pretty good. And another one of those Celebi. Looking forward to getting to celebrations because there's a lot of road cards there, like the Lunala and the Solgaleo, and a couple other cards that, for low price cards, can be run. What? Yeah. Shining Fates is sort of our break, I guess, unless we end up getting like Charizard VMAX or something. Um, but yeah, I'm not expecting to get many amazing things from this set because it was, I don't know, Pokemon. I wouldn't call them filler sets, but there's these special sets that they do every now and again where they just re-release cards but make them shiny or re-release like a bunch of VMAX cards with extra art and stuff, which is always cool. Oh, hey, two bosses orders. Okay, we take those. We take those. It's always nice to get some bosses orders. And another Crobat. Sweet. Ah, so we've got plenty of Crobat V now. I know, like, the most you'd ever run in a deck is maybe 2, maybe 3 if you're going Eternatus, but you can only use one per turn. Oh my god, Rillaboom V. I remember, actually, I have a bit of a story about somebody who kept on getting Fusion Strike packs because they wanted to build the Mew deck online and just kept on getting Rapid Strike Rillaboom VMAX over and over again, and we just couldn't think of anything to build with it because it cost like 4 energy to do anything. Ah, yeah. A lot of people when they first see the TCG, they think, "Ooh, big number being big thing," but it's really more about the little numbers, like the energy cost. If something can do something for 1 energy, that's pretty damn valuable compared to something that does 300 damage for 5 energy, because chances are you're not going to be able to get that 5 energy onto a Pokemon before it either gets knocked out or you just lose the game. Remember, like way back in like older sets, it used to be like evolving and going back and forth. And games could be really long, but Then they introduced like two prize Pokemon, and they introduced it sped up the game, which is great from a spectator's sort of point of view for tournaments and stuff because the game isn't as slow. Ideally, for a spectator sort of game, you want to have fast-paced stuff that action is always going on and every turn means everything, but it does also take away from like a long game is also pretty fun at the same time because it's tense and it goes back and forth. Oh, another amazing rare. Just 270 damage, damn. And then knocks itself out when it uses it twice. Unfortunately, 270 damage isn't a great number. I mean, I guess with V-Star Pokemon, since they have like 270, 280 health, that's pretty good. But at the time, you were looking at Pokemon V that had 200 health and Pokemon V Max, which had 300 health, and it was just sort of in an annoying middle ground that would never be useful. But I guess with Pokemon V-Star, that could actually be pretty useful, assuming that you can get three different types of energy onto it. Ooh, Phalanx. This is what I mentioned before when I mentioned Stone Fighting Energy. That for every Phalanx, every one of these Phalanx V in play, all of your Phalanx take 20 less damage, and then you can attach the Strong Fighting Energy onto it, the Stone Fighting Energy, and they take 20 less damage again, and you can take up to let's see, 80, 100, 160 less damage from attacks. And I remember there was another one that does it was a single price phalanx that deals more for every phalanx in play. So yeah, you end up just resisting a lot of damage and dealing a lot of damage. It was a neat little deck at the time, but I think not too long after that you had Rapid Strike Urshifu, and that could just get rid of both the single price phalanx really early. Speaking of which, oh, I completely skipped out on. Okay, so we're at the sort of later end of it. Evolving Skies and Celebrations are really fun sets. I feel like we're going to get the best cards from that. But we've also got a Brilliant Stars and a Lost Origin we got just for logging in or something. So let's open this Brilliant Stars, see what we get. Burmy. Hey, Kamiya Sock. Oh wait, no, that isn't Kamiya. That just looks a little bit like it. Never mind. Now that is a Kamiya. Oh wait, no, it isn't. Wow. Shinji Koda has a pretty similar art style to it. Unlikely fruit. All effects of attacks. Try recharge. I recall. Attach a number of basic energy from the number of cards from your discard pile. That could be alright. No, Pot Helmet is pretty fun in single prize decks. Collapse Stadium is nice because it means they're running less bench Pokemon. And then just a Lapras. Although, to be fair, that's guaranteed paralysis, I believe, on a revenge kill. Right, Lost Origin. Okay, one archetype I really love from this is Swim Freely. I've wanted to be able to swim freely ever since I saw this stuff, but that's when I stopped being able to spend so much on the TCG, I guess, when I started to sort of notice my finances and realize, oh, I can't do this. I mean, technically they would be fine, but a lot of people owe me a lot of money, so I'm just waiting to hear back from them, and once there, I'm back in a comfortable position, but I don't know, I can't help but give people money when they need it. Because, like, you know, like, these are my friends. I know it's bad, but, like, I don't want them to suffer. But yeah, this is another one that allows you to attach water energy as often as you like, but only to Pokemon with Swim Freely. And there's a Dugong that comes up that capitalizes on that brilliantly. Earthquake does 20 damage to each of your bench Pokemon, yeah. Arc Phone. Wow, iPhone. Top card of your deck, and then switch over one of your prized cards. Not very great. Oh, there's the Sableye. I was mentioning earlier that the Sobble, you don't use the 60 HP one anymore, you use the 70 HP one, and it's purely because of this Sableye. Yeah, so this is a part of the Lost Box deck where you just spam cards into the Lost Zone through like there's this Comfey card where it has flower picking where you send a card to the Lost Zone, then you scoop up net, use it again, and there's also what is it called? Is it Colress? Colress's experiment that sends free cards to the Lost Zone, and you can easily on turn one going second, get this out right away, and then suddenly you're putting 12 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon, taking 2 knockouts on 60 HP Pokemon, taking 3 knockouts on 40 HP, and yeah, this was kind of the death of single prize decks for a while. Although I don't know if it's run anymore. Alright, I wonder if we should go Celebrations or Evolving Skies first, because Evolving Skies has some very, very exciting cards. I know there was a time where Evolving Skies wasn't being printed as often, so it had just stopped being printed, and this was before Astral Radiance, where they did another reprint of it. Um, Evolving Skies jumped in price. To get a booster box, it's roughly like 120 or 140 pounds. It jumped up to like 200, 300 pounds because people were scalping them. They kept hold of them and they were planning on selling them for higher prices. And then Pokemon just went ahead and released it again. So yeah, that didn't go so well for them. But this the reason for it is it has a lot of hype cards. It's got loads of evolutions. Oh yeah, this only gives you 4 cards, but they're all pretty good. Hey, Cosmog, that's nice. Dialga, I don't have any plans for that. And then yeah, there's the the Blastoise. That's a reprint of the original Blastoise, but of course you can only use that in expanded. It's banned from standard play, so I'm not going to be able to use this. Actually, no, it's not even allowed in expanded, I don't think, because that'd be all the way back in unlimited. Yeah. And then Solgaleo. Hey, that's nice. Cosmog and Solgaleo, because there's a card that features Solgaleo, Lunala, Cosmog that I really would like to build that does a lot of damage counter stuff. Yeah, Rain Dance is another one of these abilities where you just keep on adding more energy onto each turn. Oh, does this say? Oh, it's just a banned card in general. Uh, 23, unlucky number. Who knows? We'll probably get nothing good from this. Lugia. The Reshiram and Zekrom arts on this are really cool. Rocket Zapdos. And okay, I really like this art of Professor's Research actually. I think I've run 2 of them in my one of my decks, and I don't know, I decided to splurge on money there because they're the most expensive Professor's Research, but I was spending like £200 on that deck anyway. Horrible confession to make that I spent so much money. Ooh, Aquastorm. This is actually really, really good paired with a Cryogonal card that allows you to just get out all of your to like look at the top cards of your deck and get out all your Pokemon, attach Water Energy, and then Aquastorm. You discard the top 5 of your deck, and it deals 50 damage to 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon for every Water Energy you discard in this way. There's also Cry of Destruction, which once again, when Mew VMAX was a big thing with Fusion Strike Energy, um, used to be able to just discard all of its special energy with one attack and completely lock it out of the game, so that was pretty fun. Xanias, don't remember that doing much. And Zacian V. Unfortunately, this is the worst of the 2 Zacian V. I mean, to be fair, the ability to accelerate psychic energy is nice, but having your turn end isn't so great, and yeah, it deals more for every psychic energy attached to this Pokemon, but there's other Pokemon that do that much better than this, because that's only 60 base. Yeah. The other Zacian V, however, the steel one is much, much stronger. And of course, this is what I mentioned, where fairy types aren't a thing anymore. Instead, you only have fairy types fall under psychic types. And I'm not even going to mention poison types, because they used to be grass, then they were psychic, now they're dark. The poison types get all over the place. I'm not going to mention it, immediately mentions it. Yeah, there's the pretty Zekrom. Unfortunately, it doesn't have as good as attack as the Wild Shock Zekrom, but it's pretty sweet. Another Dialga. Imposter Professor Oak. Ding 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 ding. Da da ding. Do 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 da 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 da. Da 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 da. Your opponent shuffles their hand into their deck and draws 7 cards. I mean, that's just basically Professor's Research, but you do it for your opponent instead. There's the Lunala. So, okay. Psychic Shot, 130, and then just 30 damage to a bench Pokemon. Then you have Lunar Pain, which doubles the amount of damage cancelled on your opponent's Pokemon. So once that's done 30 damage to a bench Pokemon, Lunar Pain changes that to 60, then changes it to 120, then it accelerates to 240, and it just sort of snowballs from there. So ideally, with this sort of card, you spread out loads of damage counters early on. There's a Noivern that does a really good job of that. That's also from Evolving Skies, so I might have to look out for that. And once you've got loads of damage counters spread around, you can just start using Lunar Pain as much as you can, and just getting damage counters up, and then, well, assuming that your opponent doesn't have any healing or any ways of preventing effects, then you just snowball damage on all of their opponent's Pokemon. Hello. Palkia, does that do anything? No, not really. And then Cleffa. Eek! Shuffle your hand into your deck, draw 7 cards. I mean, it's alright, I guess. Wait, does that have a... Oh, it's a baby Pokemon. And then the Pikachu, reminiscent of the original art. And with Caterpie and Parasect in the background. It's cute. Alright, let's keep going. Can you believe that Pokemon is almost 30 years old? Actually, wait, it might be 30 already. Can't remember now. Of course, this was for their 25th anniversary, so yeah. Yeah. Groudon. This was a similar one to Kyogre, but the benefit of Kyogre is it does it to 2 Pokemon and also has the Cryogonal to go along with it. Groudon just does it to the active Pokemon, so you're dealing more damage to yourself than you are to, like, you're taking with your Oh, Mysterious Tail Mute. This is a really bloody good card. So I was mentioning earlier about how Manaphy and Celebi, you look at the top 6 cards of your deck and you get energy or Pokemon, but they're not really great because there's so many ways to search out energy in Pokemon. This gets an item card, and item cards are really great to search out. So being able to just look at the top 6 cards of your deck, grab any item card, and do it, and then, of course, that says once per turn, but then you can just Scoop Up Net, use it again. So, yeah, um, really good card, honestly. Of course, Scoop Up Net will be rotating soon, so a lot of these cards will diminish in value, but who knows? We might get a reprint or something. Because Scoop Up Net is a nice card. There's another Yveltal, another Cosmog, always nice. And Reshiram and another Professor Research. Sweet. Ah. Let's see what else we got. Another Cosmog. That's great to hear. But we just need more Lunala. Another Mew! Sweet! Oh, honestly, this is a nice pack. This is a nice pack right here. Like, I know they only give you 4 cards, but all of the cards are good is the thing. Like, I mean, I guess there's a couple that aren't great, but they're all relatively good cards. And also, you don't get the energy, so... Hey, both Ho and Lugia. Dark Gyarados. One Dark Gyarados knocked out by attack. It's 20 damage for each water energy attached to Dark Pokemon. Wow. And there's Flying Pikachu VMAX, which actually saw a surprisingly high amount of play in a recent competitive format because okay, a lot of basic Pokemon were being run, and this just prevented all damage from basic Pokemon. I think there was also Palkia that was being run a lot, which is a water type, which is weak to electric. So Flying Pikachu VMAX both allowed you to like completely beat any deck that was running exclusively basic Pokemon and knock out any Palkias that you saw. I'm trying to remember what else that Palkia deck ran. Of course, you know Palkia is a basic Pokemon in the regular game, but this had Palkia V-Star, which allowed it to basically count as an evolution. Oh, fill out Professor's research. Okay, we've got plenty of Professor's research to put on our decks now. We can bling out our decks, yo. Xerneas. Another Cosmog. Can we get more Lunalas, though? I don't care about these Pikachu. Give me Lunalas! I don't care about the pretty cards. I want usable cards so I can actually play. Cosmog, nice. Groudon. Uh, hey, there's Lunala. Thank you very much. Oh my god, birthday Pikachu. Wow. That got banned the second it was printed because birthday surprise. If you're not its birthday, it does 30 damage. If it's your birthday, flip a coin. If heads, this does 80 damage. Yeah. and then you can just lie about when your birthday is. And I mean, okay, in the original format, dealing 80 damage with a basic Pokemon was really bloody good because, of course, a lot of health values were lowered back then, and you didn't have any EX or double prize Pokemon. So I think 160 was easily the highest amount of HP you would see, even on cards like Wailord when that was printed. But when Pokemon X and Pokemon EX came around, they of course were double prize cards, and they had, since they were worth the same value as two cards when knocked out, they had basically double the health. So that sort of crept up the damage numbers a little bit, but honestly, uh, it's still a fun card because like 2 energy, 80 damage isn't. It wouldn't even be that bad today, especially on a basic Pokemon. Let's see, another Zekrom, Lugia, Ho-Oh. This is Reshiram. Oh, hey, Flying Pikachu V. So there you go. We have both the Flying Pikachu now. This is one that's similar to Flying Pikachu VMAX, except rather than just granting immunity to basic Pokemon, it's a flip a coin, and if you're lucky, you just win. I remember at a local tournament once, I was up against a kid that had just Flying Pikachu V, not the VMAX, and just kept flipping heads, and I couldn't do anything until eventually they flipped to tails, and then I just managed to reverse sweep him because I generally had an amazing deck, but uh, flipping heads that many times. If you're a lucky person, run Flying Pikachu V and nothing else, because you will just win the game. You will get the guaranteed paralysis because you just always flip heads, and you'll always get the fly. You'll always be able to just avoid all damage. Yeah, it's you just win if you're lucky. And I mean, it is a luck-based game at the end of the day. It's a card game. You know, like the top 7 cards you draw at the start of the game could decide anything. So, and the prize cards you put down could just completely destroy your deck. There's a Cosmo, and we need one of those, fortunately. And hey, Surfing Pikachu VMAX. I remember this was occasionally run. I think this was run in Palkia decks to sort of do a ditto. So so if you were running Palkia and you're up against an opposing Palkia, you'd run a Surfing Pikachu so that you can hit them for weakness. Because Max Surfer, 160 damage. If you're hitting them for weakness, then that's 320 damage, and you can just knock out the opponent's Palkia. That was back when Palkia was very meta. And back then I was running an Origin Dialga deck, which I really liked because it had the had an attack that let you take another turn, but it cost 5 energy to use. There's that Kyogre again. Zonus. I thought that was going to be Lunala because I saw it as Psychic type. Another Solgaleo, that's nice. Honestly, if I can get one more Lunala, then I'll be able to build that deck, and that'd be very, very nice. Then we just got to pray for some spread cards like Noivern in Evolving Skies. Ho and Lugia together. Come on, be Groudon. God dang it. Ho and Lugia and Kaigan Groudon would have been so cool together. Yeah. I'm glad that they gave like loads of box Pokemon these. I say box Pokemon like the Pokemon you see in the covers of boxes. There. Earthquake does 10 damage to each of your bench Pokemon. Any damage until non-focus reached by 20. Oh. I imagine that they gave that special one because of Wassy over at PTCG Radio, who absolutely adores Donphan and Mamoswine, two of his favourite Pokemon. And he does a lot of like commentating for the TCG. Another Mew. Okay, I'm happy with that. More Mews. More Mews are always good. If we can get a fourth Mew, then we can make some crazy decks. There's 4 Mew and 4 Scoop Up nets. Takes you a long way. Another Solgaleo. The problem is you only want like 1-2 Solgaleo. Because like it gets the rush in ability, which allows it to just like jump into front of the bench, and then if you have an air balloon on it, you can retreat, so nothing can get you stuck in the active. And then Solar Geyser is also nice because it just allows you to accelerate energy. You know, you just need 1 twin energy, and then you're grabbing basic Pokemon in. And I think you need a basic energy to use some of Lunala's attacks, so that's always good. Of course, Solgaleo doesn't require any steel energy, so you can just run that in a psychic deck. Yveltal, Groudon, Garchomp C, level X. Now that is an ancient something. Oh, Cynthia's Garchomp level X rather. Ah, once in your turn, when you put Garchomp level X from your hand into active, you may remove all damage counters from each of your Pokemon SP. Oh, this is an SP as well. Wow, they have everything on this. C, level X, level up, Cynthia's SP 25th anniversary. Uh, discard two energy attached to Garchomp C. Choose one of your opponent's bench point, does 80 damage to that Pokemon. That would have been great at the time, but yeah. And then another Lunala. There we go. We can make that deck. Awesome. I love how back then dragon types were just normal type as well because they were paired up with flying types. Right, we've still got three to go, so plenty of stuff. Ugh. I should take another drink. I should really grab some breakfast as well. I tend not to have breakfast right away when I wake up because I need to take a bunch of medicine, and then if I if I take oh hey, Reshiram Rosetcrom, come on, can we get another pair? Cosmo, that's not gonna make another pair, and then a flying Pikachu. That's quite nice. But yeah, since I have so much medicine, if I end up having breakfast, I end up vomiting that breakfast, and that means I'm vomiting my medicine, and that's not great because I need that medicine. So yeah, maybe TMI, but yeah. And our last celebrations card. Well, last four celebrations card. Now this is our last celebrations card. I wonder what it's going to be. Okay, if it's a Mew or a Lunala, I'll be happy. If it's a Mew, then we've got four Mew, which is bloody awesome. I should probably also be putting this, like, writing that down. We've got Lunalas, and we've got Mew. Solgaleo! It's almost there. And now, 10 Evolving Skies. So, this is the most hype set. It's got a bunch of commons that are alright, but it's all about the what's at the back of the pack. So we've got some switching cards. Dynamo to Flaffy, very good card. Just allows you to accelerate electric energy pretty quickly. Tentacle, so I don't think we've got anything here. Oh, okay, never mind. We've got Lycanroc VMAX. Does that actually do anything good? Knock out one of your opponent's Pokemon play. That's 60 HP or less rate. Wait, that could pair up really well with a Galarian, no, not Galarian Corsola, Cursula, its evolution, which is able to bring a basic Pokemon back from the discard pile with 60 HP, and then you can just go ahead and use this and knock that out. And then Max Edge does 30 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So, I mean, it's pretty nice on its own. Only trouble, it's like 3 fighting energy, so I know that's pretty good. Not amazing for a VMAX, I guess. It would have been. Actually, no, I don't know. I think that's a relatively balanced card, but obviously overshadowed by all the other amazing cards that came out in this set. Here we go. This is where Drowlon VMAX came out, which is still a staple pick to this day. Single Strike Slack off, just hanging on by a thread. Treasure Energy. Wish that could be better. Milotic, which is nice because it makes you immune to Marnie, which is a disruption card that makes you shuffle, well, not shuffle your hand, but put your hand at the bottom of your deck and draw a new one. Vigoroth. Hey, Raihan's a really good card, especially in single price decks because if you get knocked out, you can search your deck for any card and also attach a basic energy at the same time. It's a really great card, but you can only use it once something gets knocked out. So, as I mentioned, if you're a single prize deck, you're going to have 5 Pokemon knocked out over the course of your turn, so you're going to get plenty of chances to use it. And Leafeon V! Hey, that's sweet. We're not going to be able to get Leafeon V-Star, but you know, like any evolution I'm happy with. Like Eevee is my favorite Pokemon just because of like how many different cute evolutions that it gets, and oh, I love it. I say that Greninja is my top favorite Pokemon, and then Froakie as well. I'm not sure you could guess that with the hat that I'm wearing. I love the froggies. Oh, Spirit Mask. I remember when I first saw this printer, I was like, this is evil. I hope I never see this played, and thankfully it was never played, but I remember there was a Haunch Crow deck where you put like 4 Spirit Mask on one Haunch Crow because Haunch Crow could equip 4 tools, and if your opponent attacked it, they had to discard 4 cards from their hand, and that was just evil. And Entei, single strike. Does 10 damage for each damage counter on all of your bench single strike pro. I mean, okay, that could scale up really quickly on a single strike deck. Unfortunately, this was the last set they did anything fun with single strike, so there's the Cryogonal. So we can actually make that one Cryogonal on Kyogre deck, the Kyogre. Attach any number of basic energy if you like there to your Pokemon any way you like, so you get your Kyogre all set up. And it's only 90 HP, so you can search that with Level Ball as well. Shopping center. I remember I ran this because I used to run a lot of tools on one of my decks, so being able to just like take off air balloons or choice belts or telescopic sight, or even put a telescopic sight down onto a Pokemon that can't use it and then pick it up and put it on something later was really nice. That was just like a general quality of life stadium. Regieleki! I love Regieleki. Shame this one's like not so great though. And then Wishy-Washy. Wishy-Washy are always like fun little Pokemon. Another Cryogonal. Okay, yeah, we could literally make the Cryoga deck. And then Trevenant V. I don't recall the Trevenant VMAX doing much. I think it just has like Horn Leech, which heals itself. Come on, give me something good. Give me an alternate art. I don't think we've drawn an alternate art yet, actually. Solar Evolution. I remember this skip Liam. Its evolution could attack twice, but it was Rapid Strike, so it meant like it could use the Rapid Strike scroll that just attacks everything. So you just keep on dealing loads of damage since it attacks twice, and that builds up really quickly. It was a really fun little deck that I'd see occasionally. Talonflame, Nitro Dive, so as Fire Energy it does 160, but not so great on a stage 3. Come on, give me something good. Give me something good to end this with. I mean, of course, we're gonna I'm probably gonna take a breakfast break and then go make some decks and play them. But yo, Rayquaza V! Okay, that's pretty sick. If Rayquaza V Max would have been better, but Rayquaza V is awesome as well. I love I'm getting really good Dragon deck, Dragon cards in this because I got the ADP to start with, and I got Rayquaza V now. So hey, that's awesome. I remember this card got really hyped up because Rayquaza VMAX had the potential to deal loads of damage and have amazing draw power, but I can't remember what it was, but it just never got that well set up. But I think with some of the new supported cards, the ability to attach fire and lightning energy might be a little bit better, so it could be worth trying again. Then we've got 2 more. Imagine we've got Rayquaza VMAX and one of these. Or we could just get like Duraludon VMAX and just go the completely opposite direction. Is that who I think it is? That is Kamiya. Oh, absolutely beautiful. And shopping center as well. And there's the Skip Plume again. And Sharpedo. Alright, last pack. Here we go. Pray for something good. Drum roll. Come on, come on, come on. Give me the loot. Give me the loot. Give me the loot. Dynamo to Flappy. Well, one last card. Oh well. Oh well, it's alright. I was kind of hoping for a Noivern, honestly, but hey, there we go. That's all our packs, and now we've got plenty of cards to do stuff with. So yeah, we can make plenty of different kinds of decks. Actually, can we quantity most to least? Oh, wow, we've got 12 Grookys, no Thwackies, and 11 Rowlets. Ah, bloody hell, 7 Cosmogs as well. So you can see that the commons build up pretty quickly. Is there a way to? No, you can't order these by price count or value. It'd be awesome if I could just like. Well, actually, I can filter. Let's see. So standard cards, attack cost, retreat cost, stage. Oh, grab VMAX, V Star, V Union. Okay, it doesn't. You can't just do V. Let's go basic. 4 of you new for trade for 1 rarity. Oh, we can just go rarity. There we go. Actually, we might as well tick all of those. Um, V gameplay attributes. Oh, right. Okay, let's just apply that, see what we got. So this is the more uncommon pools, the good stuff. Some sweet stuff here. Yeah, we've got two of those. Oh yeah, these are ones from the training school kit that I was mentioning that does the spinny attack like Levi. Much prefer that one. We've got plenty of Inteleon. We've got 4 Inteleons, so we can make the Inteleon engine pretty well. What else have we got? 4 Snom as well. 3 Mew. If only we had one more, we could do some crazy stuff. But oh, I'm sure we can still do stuff with 3. We've got 3 Lunala, which is plenty to make the deck that we want to with. 3 Kyogre. How many Cryogonal did we get? We only got like 2, right? But that might be enough. Bring back all the old decks. Wait, why are these two under different? That's from Darkness Ablaze and oh right, that's from Shining Fates. Now I see. And that's a promo. Oh wow, we actually have a single strike Duraludon. Where that came from? Oh, it's an untrained. Oh, that's one I just got as a login reward. Alright, what else have we got here? The Lycanroc VMAX, but we don't have the V to use it. Lapras VMAX, of course, again, we don't have the V to use it, so yeah. We've got a Noivern V, so we could do some fun stuff with Lunala there. Rayquaza V, no VMAX, but now the V isn't so good on its own. We managed to get Flying Pikachu and Flying Pikachu VMAX though, so that's pretty cool. And then the Lost Mine Sableye, evil card, absolutely evil. Where is our Flying Pikachu actually? Yeah, there's the Flying Pikachu VMAX, and did we not get a Flying Pikachu V? I'm pretty sure we got yeah we got 2 Flying Pikachu V. So if we wanted to make something electric, we could always do that. We could pair it with Boltund, and that could be fun. And we've got all sorts of draw engines now because we've got the Crobat engine, we've got Crobat V's for more draw power. We've got of course the Inteleon engine now, and we've got Muse. So we have pretty good bases for decks at this point. How about training cards? Oh, the filters didn't carry over. Let's go for the bigger filters. So we had that really cool Heroes Medal, got plenty of Boss's Orders and Professor's Research, so and plenty of money as well. So we've got some really nice cores going on here. And then just some casual stuff and nothing for Avatar. I wonder if I can actually show off my Avatar. There we go. I tried to make it like a little bit close to me. I don't know, it's kind of cute. It's got the little beret. It's almost got my hair. If only I could just make some of these things green, then that would be all good. But I don't know, I think it's cute. Also, okay, I did choose the female character because these sorts of games, they don't give you long hair if you go male. And I have very long hair. So screw you. Screw you games. Give me long-haired male characters. Ah, all right. So we're going to take a break so I can go and get some breakfast. But when we get back, we'll be sure to make some more decks. Oh yeah, this was also a deck that I made just as a testing thing. So it's got the draw engine with Crobat, Zigzagoon. Does it also run the Inteleon engine? No, it doesn't. Yeah, just a nice base. I think it has Noivern in it. Noivern is a fun card. And then let's see. Oh, wait, this is the Inteleon VMAX deck that we just got from there. And then this is another Inteleon one that I made with the Inteleon engine, and you can dump water energy with Frosmoth, and then it's got the Inteleon VMAXs, but they're not great, I'm going to be honest. They're not amazing cards. So we'll be sure to make something different. Alright. Anyway, I'm starving. I don't know if anyone can hear my stomach rumbling, but yeah, we're going to go ahead and go back to my loading screen for a bit, and I will catch you all when I'm back. everybody, we are back. Okay, let me check that the audio is working correctly. Just, I mean, I haven't been checking this entire time. I'm praying that it's been working fine. But, ah, oh, let's take a listen. Okay, yep, that's all good. Now you're gonna hear me sigh twice. Alright, so let's go to our deck manager and let's start building another deck. So we're not going to bother with the deck wizard or anything, and we're definitely going for a standard format deck. Now comes the question, what kind of deck do we want to make? I had a couple ideas. So we managed to get ADP. That's not a standard card, unfortunately. I still can't believe that happened. Crobat, Intellions, Decidueye. Decidueye could be a good one. Lapras VMAX. No, we don't have the thing for that, so we might as well just tick that off. I think, okay, we currently have a quest to deal a load of damage. Quickest way to do that would probably be through Cryoga. So if we go ahead and grab Cryogonal, oh, that's Cyrogonal. We only have two, which is a little bit of an issue, but we'll make it work. And then got three of these. So the main thing in this deck is loads of energy. Like half of the deck is going to be water energy. So let's just go ahead and chuck a load of water energy in here. Let's double click every time there, single click every time there. That's a little easier. Alright, and that gives us room for 25 trainer cards. And we've got quite a lot of options here. So trainer cards are the main crux of a deck. Actually, wait, what does Cryogonal's retreat cost? One. No, we'll just be discarding the energy for that. Hmm. Cape of Toughness might be alright, because that'll just give us a little bit more bulk. We'll throw two in. Cheryl is useless in this deck. Boss's Orders isn't actually too useful either, because we're talking about bench Pokemon here. Wondering what supporters we'd actually want from this. Some escape ropes would be very nice. That's going to retreat cost of 3, so and the ability to control like what the opponent has in the active is also very good. So we'll throw in 3 escape ropes, because actually maybe 4 would be a good idea, because we're going to be getting a load of stuff discarded anyway. The greatest thing would be something that doesn't matter if it's in the discard pile or not, but I don't know how likely that's going to be. Levables are going to be very, very good, because that allows us to get out our Cryogonal. Nessa, I guess Nessa would be good, but it's probably just going to get discarded, so uh, not many high hopes of that. Looks like Anna started streaming Pokemon Shining Pearl. Love to tune into that, but I'm dedicated to the grind. Ah, let's see. Professor, do we want to run Professor? No, we don't want to run Professor Research in this deck because we'd be discarding too much. Some Quick Balls might be alright. Yeah, it'd help us get more Cryogonal out. We can throw Rhyhorn in because why not? What else do we need? Don't need Scoop Up Nets in the slightest. I don't think they really do anything for us. Telescopic Sight. Wait, how does this work again? Does it deal 50 damage? No, okay, I thought it'd say that damage that many times, because if it was 50 damage several times for each one, then that would be like 80 damage each time, but no, Telescopic Sight just adds another 30, so that's unnecessary. We'd much rather have the extra bulk from Cape of Toughness. Don't need Team Yeltels. Don't think we'll be needing Ultra Balls. Training Court? I mean, okay, stadium control is always nice to have, so just being able to throw down a stadium and use it is always good. Is that all the trainer cards that'd be worthwhile? I mean, we might throw in a couple Marnies. We don't have any Boss's Orders in the deck. We should definitely throw in some... Oh, wait, no, we don't need Boss's Orders. We've got Escape Ropes, yeah. Uh, yeah, Marnie or two could be good. They'll probably get discarded, but oh well. And we've got 5 cards left from the deck. Oh, we're gonna want some ordinary rods. Yeah, that'll definitely help out a lot because we don't have a lot of Kyogres. Ideally, we'd have 4 Kyogres, but we do not, so we're definitely counting on those ordinary rods to help us out here. Is there anything else that might be helpful here? Switching cups? Nah, we'd just be better having enough energy in that case. Hmm. Pot helmet doesn't have a rule box, takes 30 less damage from attacks. And now we've got Cape of Toughness. That'll be all good there. Let's see. Anything else we want to run? Pardon me. I did just have my breakfast and I ended up vomiting a little bit. I've got a couple conditions I'm having to deal with, but yeah, don't worry about that. I'll be fine. Um, yeah, I just might be coughing a bit more. Let's see. We don't want to run Collapse Stadium because we want our opponent to have as many benched Pokemon as we can get. Um, I wonder if it's worth running Bird Keeper or not. No, I don't think it is. Honestly, maybe just more energy would be good, like one more energy card. 31 energy. I know, we're already half of our deck is already energy, so that's a bit of a concern. Hmm. What does Sean actually do? Yeah, shuffle, draw 5. Not so great. I mean, I'd be tempted to run Skylar just to let us to get like the ordinary rod when we needed, but oh, wait. I wonder. Would it be a good idea to run one Luminion so we can get the Nessa or Raihan if we really need it? Do we have a Luminion is the question. We do not have a Luminion. Never mind, we are not running a Luminion. We have no way of searching out supporter cards. That's a little bit scary. Do we not even have a Pokegear? Oh, but yeah, everything's a Pokegear. Does that have to be? No, it doesn't need the accent. Hmm. Okay, yeah, that would have come up, I think. Or would it? Yeah, it would have come up. So, alright, we don't have a guaranteed way of getting the getting a supporter card when we need it. Let's see, flip 2 coins at both sides, put a card from your discard pile into your hand. I mean, would that be good? No, it'd need both to be heads, never mind. I think this could be the best we're gonna get. We just need one more card though. Rose Tower? Nah, our hand is gonna be full most of the time. Hmm. Now, one switch might be a good idea. Just always nice to have a switch in the deck. So we've got Cryoga here. I wonder what coin we should have for this. Ideally, we'd have like a water coin we could use, but don't think I have anything like that. I guess the closest thing I've got is this teal Dragapult. I guess that'd be nice. Deck box, water, water all the way. Most of the deck is water, so yeah. And we'll just go for a default Pokemon card back for that. So yeah, there's our Kyogre deck. We'll go ahead and try that out right now, actually. So, actually, we should probably test the deck first before just jumping in. Penelope, my favorite Pokemon character. I have no idea who they are. Alright, so I guess I can also teach how to play the game. So I've drawn a mulligan. I need to draw a basic card to begin with. I mentioned like Shedinja earlier. How many times did I mulligan? Oh, one mulligan. Huh. So they've just seen that I've got a lot of water energy. Though Cryoga isn't the best start. Kyogre, I mean. But getting a quick ball and then yes, we should be able to just get into our Cryogonal right away. And then we can throw a Cape of Toughness onto this Kyogre so it survives a bit longer, and then go for a Marnie next turn and hope that we draw into an escape rope or some way of switching up the active spot. Um, Worst case scenario, just start attaching. Alright, Marnie, let's see what we get. We can also disrupt the enemy at the same time. That ain't great. But, oh well, we can at least get out some more stuff. Might as well get out another Cryogonal so that we can keep accelerating energy. Quick Ball, get out another Kyogre, yeah. Not a terrible idea. And do we have anything we can Ordinary Rod with? One energy, yeah, I'm holding on to that. And they're throwing two Pokemon onto their bench. Oh wait, no, that's just into their hand. Well, yep, they throw it onto their bench. Reckless Charge. Does 10 damage to itself. It's gonna knock itself out first before it knocks any of us out. Alright, we'll just keep attaching. Fortunately, this is a pretty straightforward deck, so should be fairly easy for us. Oh, and they've pushed. Okay, never mind. Wait, was that a super push? The AI in this game is a little bit silly. What does that do? Yeah, that's not gonna work when I don't exactly have many cards. Okay, it's a good thing we didn't use the Ordinary Rod, because there we go. And now we can go for the Aqua Storm. Discard! Two Pokemon to do 150 damage to. Sweet. Let's just get rid of both of those. How many did I? So that was free water energy. We got rid of just some random cards. Yeah, that's the fun of this deck. And get two prize cards for the double knockout, which of course are water energy. If they play that, that's going to be very foolish. Yep, they did. Alright, what are we going to draw into? More water energy, of course. What have we got? Three water energy in the discard. Yeah, we'll just go for another Aqua Storm. Double knockout. Oh crap, we lost like. Oh, we lost our right hand. No. And the game's over. GG. Well played. Okay, so the deck works. Sweet. Even if we don't get the optimal start, the deck works. That's what matters. All right. Let's just go for a first game then. See how we do. No, not theme. Standard. In this mode, yes, I know. I know how to play this game. I'm really hoping like loads of tutorial stuff doesn't come up. Looking for an opponent. Here we go. Our first ever opponent. Okay. Tails never fails. Hey, do I want to go first or second, actually? I don't... okay, going first is usually optimal, because they're going to want to evolve, probably. Oh, okay. And there you go, our first win! Yay, we did it! We beat our first player! Yeah, that's how you win at the Pokemon TCG. You flip the coin, and you win, because they don't get to go first. Yeah, that's about right for the format right now. We won! We won our first game! Can you believe it, guys? Oh, that was such a well fought battle. Amazing. Goodness. All right, we won. Triple T. Oh my god, the Pikachu cosplay. Come on. Cool coin flip. Tails never fails. I lost the coin flip. Okay, we're actually gonna be able to play now. All right, TTT. Show me what you're made of. I mean, or don't. We can just wait out the timer. No, I could wait all day. I'm still high off of my first ever victory on the Pokemon TCG. 100% win rate. Oh, sweet. What the heck is happening? What? Why is everyone just forfeiting? All right, I'm winning. I'm doing it. First time, second, you won a game against someone who was favored. Awesome. I did it. I'm winning. Look at this. I've got a 2-win streak. Can you believe it? All right, let's keep winning. Come on. We'll do it again. Big Bixie. All right, Big Bixie. Hope you're prepared to lose. Tails never fails. I'm going first. Yes, I'd like to go first. Go on, forfeit. Oh, I'm off to a brilliant start. As long as I can get a actual Kyogre, please. Okay, well, we've got that, so... Oh, we can't attack on the first turn, of course. They've got a Bidoof, so they've got the Bibarel Draw Engine. Alright, this is an actual game. Air Balloon. I wonder what deck they're running. They had a Mulligan, right? Serena. Oh, man. Discard and draw. They've got a lot of tools. Is this going to be a tool drop deck? Yes, yes it is. We're probably expecting Rotom or like Porygon or something. Ultra Ball, here we go. They're going to discard 2 tools, I bet. Yep, and there's the Rotom. Box of Disaster. So yeah, this does draw 3 cards. Damn. Any number of Pokemon tool cards from your discard pile into the lost zone, and it deals more damage that way. Okay, not off to the best of starts here. Uh, So, okay, they still need to get 2 energy onto that, and does, yeah, easily enough damage. Okay, but toughness isn't going to save me here. I am... Okay, best play, do that, retreat, and then element chain. And we got 1, okay. As long as we can draw into a Kyogre or anything that allows us to draw, that'd be nice. Hmm. Okay, speed, lightning, energy. That's not great. All right, this could be our first L. Although they do have to knock out quite a few things, and we only have to knock out 3, so that's all right. Just need to make sure I get one of those Kyogres. Maybe we could add more Pokeballs into the deck. That could be a good idea, because oh, they're drawing. They're ending their turn. Okay, dang it. Um, Should I play that? Do they run any basic energy? I'd rather save up, like, make sure that we keep it. So, best bet, retreat again, and elemental chain. Um, we'll get 3 energy cards, 1 to the active, 2 to the bench. There we go. That should at least help empty out the deck a little bit. So we've got, oh, hey, yep, Porygon. So Porygon 2 has an attack where the more tool cards you have in the lost zone, the more damage you deal. That is a lot of tool cards going there. And they've got the Industrious Incisors, but can they actually get enough cards out their deck? Because they were kind of stuck with Rotom. They'll at least be able to take a knockout this turn. Yep, there's the Porygon 2 with its garbage attack. I can't believe they named it that. What's that? Oh, never Rotom. That's a really beautiful art for it. we could lose the game right here if we don't draw into something we can use. At the very least, they're drawing through their deck quickly, so we have a secondary win condition if things don't work out. Oh wow, the Forest Sealstone. I forgot that was a card. And yeah, there they go. That only deals 120. Oh, because they get to decide how much they're discarding. It's putting on a Cape of Toughness. Ah, there we go. That's what we needed. Alright, yeah, we'll discard a Water Energy and grab a Kyogre. Throw it on the Kyogre. Is this weak to Lightning? Yes, it is. So, I mean, yeah, throwing the Cape of Toughness onto it is probably the best idea. Throw Water Energy onto it. Ordinary Rod. Yeah, Ordinary Rod here. Do both, because we want to get that Cryogonal back into the deck so we don't die straight away, and raise our chances of getting some Water Energy down. Alright, only thing we can really do now is Element Chain and hope for the best. That will do nicely. Okay, so at least we'll be able to take some knockouts, and if we can draw into another Pokemon, then sweet. If they get a boss's orders, then we just kind of lose. But I haven't seen a boss all game, unless they've been holding on to it in their hand. Because I think one of our Kyogres is prized as well. Yep. Why? Why would you do that? How could you be so cruel? Sad face. Well, at least that's more. No, that's not doing anything for us. Well, well played. Well, at least we'll go down fighting. We'll Ordinary Rod, do both. So far, I mean, we're still at a 66% win rate, even if that has just been a case of 30 damage. That's all we get to deal. We've done a total of 30 damage across our entire. Oh, yeah, well played. Well, hey, at least we're 30 damage closer to our quest. Oh, there goes our win streak. We've been shot down. We're winning so much, and this is the first time we've ever lost. Alright. I won the coin flip. Yes, I would like to go first. Not a terrible start. I mean, having Cryogonal is always the better start, of course, but hey, I'm going right away. Moltres. Hopefully they won't be able to kill us right away, because I know they can get 2 energy on themselves immediately. Venipede? What are we looking at here? Well, nothing's really happening here. Hmm. If they can discard 1 energy and attach 1 energy, they just win. Because the Diaflame Wings allows them to attach energy from the discard pile. Okay. Well, thank you. And they. Oh wait, yeah. Well, I guess I will just go for the Aqua Storm then, and possibly knock out both the Moltres and that. No 150 damage both though. Oh, it has 220 health, so. And we've got a Quick Ball. Sweet. If they can retreat, attach an energy and potion. That's the first time I've seen a potion in this sort of setting. Alright. Um, Definitely quick balling away water energy here, and I mean, I might as well just start setting up another Kyogre. I don't have to worry too much about the Kyogre sort of stuff. And would it be good to Ordinary Rod here? I think yes. No, actually, how much damage do we need to deal? We need to deal 100. Yeah, we should be able to get to. Yep, there's 2 water energy. Knockout. We did lose a Kyogre there, so I'm glad we held on to the Ordinary Rod. And there's another Cryogonal, so we can play that, put our Kyogre back into the deck along with some water energy. And there we go! We did it! Hey! An actually well-deserved victory. And we certainly did well over 200 damage with that. There we go. The quest is done. Easy. Daily challenge complete. And we got a... Oh, we get a pack from that? And something water. Oh, an Evolving Skies pack. Yeah, yes, I know. I will gladly open a Evolving Skies pack. Knock out, take 2 prize cards. Alright, let's take a look at that then. Where is it? Packs, Evolving Skies. Who knows, we might get something really good from this. It's one of the best sets. And nope. I mean, Ampharos isn't too bad, but you know, nothing amazing. Alright, so our current quest is what was that again? It should say somewhere. It doesn't say. um Challenges, there we go. Challenge, knockout, and get to player level 5. There's levels in this. I didn't realise. Take 2 prize cards. I mean, that should be easy enough. We still have a 75% win rate. I mean, I know that 2 of those we just sort of won, but hey, if you don't forfeit, you win. So, you know. And we won the coin flip and we chose wisely, going first instead of second. And the second they saw water, they were like, "Oh, I'm not playing." So, you know, there's even though it's a lot of luck, there's a little bit of skill to it. Cool, coin flip tails never fails. Exactly. I would like to go first. Oh wow, this is a very nice start. That's a very nice start indeed. Shaman. There's no shame in that. And let's grab ourselves a Kyogre. Revenge Blast. Oh, right. Oh, well, looks like I'm going to be counting on taking prize cards anyway. And we can't do element changes yet, so we'll pass the turn. Going first. Since they're going first, it means that Reizu, search a deck for up to 3 evolution Pokemon that don't have a rule box. Huh. Wonder what we're going to be seeing here. Well, whatever it is, we're going to be seeing a lot to do with the deck. Charizard. Oh! Huh. Battle Sense Charizard. Wasn't expecting that. Alright, Element Chain. Okay. I mean, we're dealing 120 damage with Surf, and they're only dealing 30 damage with Flap, or 60 with Revenge Blast. And we're not weak, so... Okay, we should definitely get another Kyogre set up, though, while we still have the chance. Yeah, and then Element Chain. 1, and then spam it onto here. So, unless they get another basic, we could just, like, start killing here. Revenge Blast. Yep, now it's our time to retreat. and start just hitting with Surf, I guess. Oh, nah, that's no point. We could just win right away here. Are they going to have another basic Pokemon? Oh, yeah, they got a Victini. So how much do they deal? Revenge Blast, 40 damage for each prize card, so that deals 140 plus 6. Yeah, that'll be able to knock out next turn. Magma Basin. Hmm. What do we want to do here? Well, alternatively, we could use an escape rope here. Take the knockout on Shaman, and then worry about Victini later. I actually like that a lot more. So, I mean, we don't need to quick ball for anything here, so I'm just going to go for the Aqua Storm. Yep, there's the knockout. 150. Damn, we have a lot of water. I keep forgetting just how much water energy we have in our deck. And there's our 2 prize cards, so that quest is complete. And Marnie, that's actually going to be very helpful right now. We can hit them with the training court, so they can't do anything. Oh, that's max victory. Oh, but they only have the spreading flames. I think we win this. It's training court. I don't want to give them that actually, so I'll go ahead and discard the Marnie. Grab another Cragonal, I guess. Throw water energy onto it, and then training court, another water energy to my hand. Let's see, we still have most of our deck, so I mean we're surfing anyway, so yeah. 240. What was that? Oh, training court for grass energy. Yep, and we just win this. Well played. There we go. That's how we do it. Of course, if we were up against like a proper meta deck like Lost Box or Lugia V-Star, then we wouldn't be going so well. But hey, we're just doing the early quests. Daily challenge complete. Another pack. Okay. Brilliant stars. Might as well open that. Where's... Come on, come on. Hurry up and let me do stuff. Hey, treasure chest. We'll open that as well, I guess. I know. Sometimes you can get really good cards from that. I think it gives you a set of coins and then one of any kind of card. So that could be nothing or it could be something. No, where's my collection? Here we go. Collection. Packs. We'll open the treasure chest. Chorus's Experiment, not a bad card to pick up at all, honestly. And then Brilliant Stars. Creative Bower. Oh, yeah, they can't be confused. Uh, Boss's Orders, fancy art for it. What was that? Ah, okay, I'm thinking we should make another deck. Because, like, this is working, but... Oh, wait, what's our current quest, actually? Challenges. Oh, yeah, next one available in 8 hours. That's a shame. Oh well, we'll just make another deck then. So, we've made the Cryoga one. We've also got the Lunalas, the Decidueyes, and the Inteleons. I want to make the Lunala deck. So, let's grab some Cosmog. And a single Cosmoem. Some Solgaleo. Okay, we want all the Lunala we can get. And a little bit of Solgaleo. Say 2 Solgaleo, good. And of course we want some air balloons and stuff for that, but we also need something that can spread damage early on, and that's when the real question comes in. So I guess I want psychic and dragon types ideally, or normal types as well. So anything that can make use of that. Mew would actually be really nice on this, because that could help us get set up quickly. Um, Taking a look through some of these. Something that can spread out damage counters easily. Hmm. And we've also got the Zacian Fee in case we want to accelerate Psychic Energy. But ideally, we're going for like Twin Energy and Double Colorless Energy wherever we can. Dragon Ball VMAX lets us spread out damage counters, so that's certainly an option, I guess. Not an amazing one though, since ideally we want to go for single prize sort of stuff. Noivern V, I mean, okay, I know I said single prize, but Boom Burst, 20 damage to everything, that's really helpful. Shed in Shave only. We're not going to be able to go Lost Box here, so there's no point in that. Um, well, Sylveon V is tempting, I'm not going to lie. Just to be able to search out trainer cards, but if we want to be able to search out trainer cards, then we'll just go for Inteleon or Mew. Speaking of trainer cards, we should probably get those set up. So we want 2 air balloons for those Solgaleo. What else do we want? I mean, some boss's orders could be good. Do we need any capes of toughness? No, we don't need capes of toughness. Some telescopic sight could be good too. Actually, we could run some capes of toughness and telescopic sights because then we could get away with running that one. What's it called? I've got the name of it now. The shopping mall that we got. Okay, that's any number of energy cards. That might actually be slightly useful. Also, I'm going to apologize. I need to go to the toilet quickly. I will be right back. Hello, I am back. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, so where was I? I was in the middle of getting set up with that. So how much health does Okay, but ideally we're not. No, yeah, we are gonna need to count on Inteleon engine because we want to have rare candies in this deck. So where are my rare candies? Um, if we're relying on Inteleon engine, we should also have 4 level balls in the deck. And we might as well throw in some Marnies. Definitely need a pair of ordinary rods. Pot helmet might actually be a good idea here. Because we are just running single prize Pokemon, so that's all good. And with how many tools I'm running, Shopping Mall is actually not a bad shout. Of course, run some research and a Raihan for scoop up nets, of course. And we do get 2 shopping centers. Not bad. Spirit Mask. No, I'm not that evil. We don't need Training Court. 2 telescopic sight would be good because we are dealing bench damage. Get some Ultra Balls in here as well. Think, how many Ultra Balls do we want actually? I guess the big question is how much energy do we have that's actually usable? Because ideally we need like twin energy and double turbo energy in order to actually do anything with these. So let's see. If we don't have those energies, we might have to find some sort of other compromise that involves using psychic energy or any other kind of energy we can work with. So let's see. We do have capture energy, which would be useful, honestly. And we only have 1 twin energy. So yes, we are going to have to count on psychic energy for this deck. Okay. So we're going to need some way of easily getting out energy and attaching it. Um, that's going to be the tough part. Hmm. So of course you've got energy search, which is always helpful to have at least one of when dealing with this sort of stuff. Energy retrieval might be kind of helpful, just to have one of. Since we are running a lot of tools, a pair of EXP shares wouldn't be a terrible idea. Um, yeah, this might actually work. Memory capsule would be absolutely pointless. To be fair, we needed psychic energy anyway because we are running that Noivern to hopefully get some damage off immediately. Oh, we have got way too many trainer cards in this deck. I forgot we haven't even put the Inteleon engine in. Okay, let's filter by water type just so we can get those Inteleon in here. We yeah, I know, don't worry. 4 Sobble, 4 Inteleon, 4 Drizzle, and 2 Inteleon is usually fine. And of course, we've got all the scoop up nets as well. Alright, we have got far too many cards here, so we need to remove some. Oh, we don't have that many rare candies. Okay, so getting another Cosmoem wouldn't actually be a terrible play here. But yeah, we have far too many training cards. I mean, 20 Pokemon is fine, especially when you're running an engine, so that should be okay there. Um, do we really need energy retrieval? We don't need energy retrieval because we're running EXP shares, so that should be all good there. 4 scoop up nets, we can get away with just 3. And switch and some escape ropes. And 2 ultra balls. What would we want to discard though? I guess. Oh, okay, I see where our mistake is. We're running. Okay, of course we're running a load of tool cards. And do we need Cape of Toughness? We don't, because we're running a lot of evolution Pokemon. Pot Helmet, of course, is still a good idea. We're running a lot of supporters here. 2 boss, that's fine. I think we're running a little bit too much research, and I think we only really need 1 research actually, and more Marnies than anything. Then Air Balloon is good, of course, because we've got the Solgaleo. Although, do we need... Okay, yeah, 2 in case one gets prized is always nice. 2 XP share, of course, that's good. We only really need 1 telescopic sight. Although, how much does Lunala do with its psychic shot? And that could be good. Then again, we're not counting on that, are we? Maybe the whole tool thing isn't a good idea after all. Pot helmet. Yeah, I'm starting to have like doubts about the whole tool thing because like it was cool with the telescopic sight, but then again that's only specifically to Pokemon V or Pokemon with rule boxes, and we just want to get damage everywhere is the thing, and then work on doubling it. So I think we should focus more there. XP share and Air Balloon are fine, of course. I mean, honestly, we could just forego the XP shares and go for training courts. And again, keeping energy in play is also good. Got an energy search. Plenty of evolution incense and levels. Do we have any quick balls in the deck? We haven't put any quick balls in the deck. That quickie balls. Quick balls. Generally you want to have quick balls. This is where it's getting tough. Things that we need to forego. So this is fine. I guess we only need 1 Solgaleo after all. Attach 2 basic energy cards from your discard pile to one of your... Okay, I'm thinking forget the capture energy, go for more psychic energy, and forget about... Where is it? Forget the XP shares. Worry just about the air balloons. Still too much. Do we need that many scoop of nets? How many Ultra Balls do we have as well? We have 2 Ultra Balls, 3 Evolution Incenses, 2 Rare Candies, 4 Love Balls for obvious reasons. I guess if we're running only 1 yeah, we can get away with 1 less Quick Ball. And I think this should be fine. So we're going to call this the... What are we going to call this actually? The Lunar Pain deck. Lunar Pain! Lunar Pain. Do we have any good coins for this? Noivern. Noivern works since we're running basically a Noivern deck. The deck box. Yeah, go for Noivern again. Or we could go for Psychic. Psychic Water Dragon. No, yeah, the Noivern makes the most sense. Card sleeves. I mean, okay, this is cool except for the noise there. I actually like the black and white. That's quite cool. Alright, time to test this deck. Against Otis. Oh, that's a Cosmo, so yeah, that's gonna have to be our active. So what are we gonna do to start off with? Ultra Balling for something or other might be a solid idea. Okay, having a Sobble down, or we could... Yeah, maybe having a Crowbar on this deck might have been a good idea. We can safely get rid of a Psychic Energy, right? Or we can safely get rid of an Ordinary Rod and a Scoop of Net. I think they like that just a little bit more, actually. And ideally, we do want to get our first Cosmog or our first Noivern up. I think going for the Noivern to begin with is the best play. And then done. So we're hoping we can draw into a Drizzle or any trainer cards that can really help us. Mental Panic. When Pokemon tries to attack during when it flips a coin. Well, we can just forego that effect with a Shady Dealings. because when you evolve, it removes effects. And now we need something else. So honestly, Amani would be a good thing. There, Amani would be good here. Rare candy, quick ball, scoop up net, switch. Yeah, I'm thinking oh, we could go for research even. No, we have an evolution card in our hand. We should go for just the Marnie. Okay, this is quite nice actually. Cosmog down there, scoop up, and throw up this guy. Throw down another Sobble and Drizzile up. And let's see what we can find. So, ideally, we want to be getting this Cosmog set up into a Lunala soon. So, getting an evolution instance. Do we actually have. No, the telescopes don't do anything anyway. Getting some energy stuff up would be great as well. Rare candy would be very helpful. Ordinary rod. Actually, yeah, getting an energy search right now would pay off in the long run because that means we could just get a psychic energy onto our Cosmog right away. And now we just go for the Boom Burst. And hopefully we can start doing some stuff with Lunar Pain. Oh, they have a full up bench, that is. That's what we like to see. Mental Panic, oh great. So we still have to work on getting this set up. Although we might actually be able to right away. Because we can Shady Dealings, get out an Evolution Incense for the Lunala. And we can then Shady Dealings and get out a Scoop Up Net. And what else are we getting? We need the Rare Candy, of course. Do we need anything else? Actually, an Escape Rope would... Escape Rope would force them to put up something else, and everything has quite a bit... Oh, no, that has, like, one retreat cost. Yeah, we'll just go for the Rare Candy into Lunala here. Lunala. Rare Candy ourselves up. Scoop up this Inteleon. So we can pull off that engine again next turn and retreat and go into Lunar Pain. Start duplicating all of that. So, okay, the deck works. Just a little difficult to start off with. Ouch, that's weakness. Okay, what can we get with this Sobble? Another... I think it's best to start setting up another one of the Cosmogs. Yeah. So get ourselves another Cosmog. I'm thinking we switch here actually. So we grab a switch. Or even an escape rope, honestly. And what else do we want? What do we have in our discard pile? Nothing cool. Grab another rare candy for the next Cosmoem. And then we've also got an Ultra Ball and 2 cards worthy discarding to get the Lunala. So just being able to hold on to the rare candy would be worthwhile. And then this turn we escape rope. And then just go for the Boom Burst. Oh, we managed to knock something out, sweet. And we've got ourselves a Solgaleo, in case we want to be able to rush in at any time and retreat. Yeah, I think we should be totally fine here. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4. I kind of just want to go for the big damage, honestly. So we'll get rid of these two. Grab ourselves another Lunala, so we can still worry about getting that set up. And now retreat into this Lunala and go for the Lunar Pain and just get some massive damage and 3 knockouts. Sweet. Wally. Isn't this a ban card? Yeah, this is a ban card. We don't. Actually, we could grab ourselves an Inteleon. We still got another Cosmog to throw down. Inteleon, see what we can search out of this. Ideally, we'd actually want a Professor's Research or a Raihan here. Evolution Incense. Yeah, Raihan would just, like, give us a win condition to count on. And then, I guess, Switch would also be good. Yeah. Oh, wait, we just win here. I didn't even notice. Yeah. Double knockout there. And that's the game. Okay. So I'd say it's worth actually like going into versus mode and testing this out then. Let's see. How long have I actually been streaming for? 2 hours and 30. That's all good. Versus. Though I can see Enna's stream advancing, about to get to like the plot. Lunar Pain. Let's give this a go. Slosh you are? It's like wash you are, but slosh. Tails never fails. It failed. I would say that's not a terrible start, but at the same time, we don't have any sobbles to get ourselves set up with, so hey, we can at least defend ourselves a little bit because we've got the star protection, and yeah, that's it. Oh, we're up against a Blissey deck. Huh. Wait, can they win this turn? No, they can't. Not anymore, they can't. Please. I hate you. I hate Crushing Hammer so much. And this is where they get all the Arceus and Mawile out, huh? An EXP share. Hmm. There's a Blissful Fast, but they've got no energy in their discard pile. Then again, could just... Okay, sweet. We're at least a little bit better off now. What do we want to do here? I mean... Hmm. No, there's nothing ideally we want to boss up, and that's doing 40 damage right now. Add another one, that'll be 70 damage. And we die to that. Boss's orders. I think we gotta boss up the Arceus here. think that is genuine. Or we, because we're on a coin flip basically if we live or die. All right, boss up the Arceus. It's the best thing we can do, really. Energy search at the very least, grab another psychic energy to thin out the deck, so that way we don't just draw into another one next turn and go for star protection. Yeah, glad we did that, because this way the Blissey doesn't just kill that next turn. Here's where they get the Arceus V-Star, and they're able to just search anything out the deck. Oh, okay, we're good, we're good. Well, there's a couple options here. No, I know what the best option here is. Go here, Ultra Ball, get a Drizzle, and get ourselves a Professor's Research. Yes. And get ourselves a Professor's Research while they're still stuck. And here we go. Come on, give us something good. There's some good stuff there. We can throw down another Sobble, and ideally... Okay, we've got a rare candy, so if we do end up like losing this Cosmome in the active, we can at least work on setting that up. It's got a retreat cost of very high amounts. There's no point equipping the air balloon. Yeah, I'll just go star protection here. Always tails. If they get one energy, they can retreat, although they only have 3 cards in their hand. And considering they run Crushing Hammers and Great Balls, I feel like they've foregone a lot of like energy and trainer stuff in order to get more of those in their hand. So, in their deck rather. Escape Rope! Okay, that works for us. Oh, okay, we win! We win! We did it! We did it! I love how, like, all of these victories have just been from forfeits. That's just how you win. That's how you win TCG. You just you have a promising board state, or you win a coin flip, and the enemy just forfeits. Sweet. You know what? I think we'll end it there. But before we do that, let's buy a pack. Are they all 200 or let's see, booster packs? Oh, we can also get decks. Oh, we could get theme decks and start doing theme stuff. Ooh, that could be fun. Okay, yeah, they're all 200. Ah, and then we've got these. Yeah, let's take a look. So there's a few theme decks to choose from, but I know a couple that are really good. Is that Lost Thunder? Lost Thunder was one of them. The other one was where is it? There's 2 more that I can think of. I can't remember the names of them though. Hmm. Have I passed them? I must have passed them by now. Where are they? Oh, there's it. There's the Unified Minds one. Huh. I thought I would have. Oh, Soaring Storm is the name of the deck, and Stormcaller is the name of that deck, and Unseen Depths. These 3 are ideally the best. Unseen Depths gets beaten out by Lost Thunder, obviously, the Stormcaller, and the Dragonite one is generally just a good one, although it does also count on quite a lot of water Pokemon. It's one that I know quite well though, so I'm going to go ahead and redeem that. And yeah, we've got a bunch of cards that are definitely out of rotation at this point. But the point is, we've got a booster deck now, meaning that we can join in a booster tournament, except that we don't have any tournament tickets, but oh well. When do we next? Oh, we get two if we win another game, so um, yeah, we'll go for one more for Luna Pay and see if we win or not. I know I said I was going to end it there, but hey, looks like we're still going. Snowy. Hmm. All right. Well, hey, these usernames that the TCG has permitted, so they should be fine on YouTube. Ah, this isn't a bad start. Ugh. Oh, they've also. Hey, there's the Keep Calling Sobble, and they've got Ice Rider Calyrex. Oh, right, this is the Calyrex League Battle deck. Right, we've got our own Sobble, and what should we do next? We could rare candy into another Cosmog like next turn. Oh, having two Sobble and an escape rope. No, yeah, our best bet is to get another Cosmog because we currently don't have any way of getting a Sobble into play. I mean, not a Sobble, a Drizzle into play, and then okay. Next turn, I'm thinking we Evo Incense or Level Ball into a Drizzile, and then Rare Candy up into Lunala. And with the Drizzle, we grab our Professor's Research and we go based on that. Or maybe I should have used the Quick Ball to get a Noivern actually. Yeah, that's probably a silly play. Oh well. We don't get punished for it, so that's fine. Okay, I'm thinking. Oh, Rare Candy the Lunala. Or we could go for an Inteleon. Yeah, and then that wouldn't actually help us at all. So Rare Candy up this bench one. And Evolution Incense for Drizzile. Do we actually have the Noivern? We don't have the Noivern in the deck. Okay, so we are counting just purely on the damage we can do with Lunala and Solgaleo. Yes, we would like to search for a Professor's Research. Lovable, see what we might as well be able to grab. I guess another Sobble would always be good. And then, what do we want in the active? I guess, nah, having that Cosmog there is fine actually. And research, see what we get. Another Cosmog, so that's all good there. With an Inteleon for next turn. What else do we want to do? We have a Lovable to get a Drizzile, Evolution Incense to. Hmm. With the Evolution Incense, we should actually probably get a Solgaleo or a Lunala or something, because we do have another rare candy. I'm thinking, what has more health, Solgaleo or Lunala? Solgaleo has more health. So yeah, we can go ahead and just evolve that right away. And we've got a pretty decent hand for next turn. No energy yet, but hey, we'll work on that. And plus, Solgaleo 100 doesn't knock it out, but it hits it for weakness, so that's at least one plus side. They've also got the Tutel. I don't know what they're doing with that. And Pokeball. I rarely see Pokeball in decks. I'm kind of surprised. Alright, we want to be able to get an energy here. I think we're probably going to want to use Armani. So we'll Lovable to get a Drizzile. Grab ourselves an energy search. So that's grab a psychic energy. Attach that there for now. Talion, see what else we can get. Definitely mining at the end of this turn. We could just get another level ball and prepare a Cosmoem in the back. What do we have here? Nothing worthwhile. Okay. Quick ball doesn't get us anything because we don't have the thing in our deck. Air balloon would be very good right now, actually, because that would allow us to switch as much as we like. Get ourselves a Cosmo. Why is he sad? Cosmoem there, and then we'll go for the Marnie. There you go. Enjoy that. Oh, and then okay, okay. So next turn we could just go straight for a psychic shot. Thinking probably best we retreat into Cosmo for now though, because we can always rush in at any time. And yeah, this seems solid. So we'll just hit done here. We've got the twin energy, so that's good. Honestly, between streams, I might see if I can trade for some more twin energy because that would obviously help us out a lot. Are they gonna retreat or keep calling here? Retreat. What are they gonna do though? Glacial Lance? Pierce maybe? Alright. I'm thinking we attach here, or do we? No, yeah, attaching here is a good idea. Scoop up net the Inteleon, and then we'll see what we can find, because ideally a Marnie would be nice right now, so we can search for more energy. Another energy search would be nice, but we only run one in the deck. Maybe running a second one wouldn't be too bad. Evolution Incense. Is there anything we really... Marnie and... maybe another air balloon. No, actually that's completely useless, because we have the rush in. I guess a card we don't need until much later would be Evolution Incense. So do that. Is there anything we want to use right now? No. Marnie, let's see what we get. Is there a bit of lag? Are you sure you want to do this? Yes, I'm certain. And that's why I wanted to play it. Get some psychic energy going. Okay. I'm gonna scoop up this Inteleon. Throw down another Sobble. And do we have any way of discarding these? No, okay, so it's just gonna be a case of rushing in and hitting with Solar Geyser. We could even kill it with a pound or something. Oh, Glacial Lance, that will knock out. There goes my beloved. How does this work? Damaged, so we can Lunar Pain for the knockout here. I want to get another air balloon, so let's go ahead and grab that. We could also grab a boss's orders because we have the second Drizzle in our hand. Although grabbing an ordinary rod would also be good here. But getting to control what they bring up next. Although Nah, there's nothing really big here. So ordinary rod would be good. Escape rope, evolution incense. Yeah, just being able to ordinary rod would probably pay off here. Because we can get both of those back into the deck. Yeah, we'll just grab both of those. Throw them back in the deck. Throw down another Cosmog. And hit them with Lunar Pain. Knockout. And we don't take damage because we're using an effect rather than direct damage. We still can't get our Noivern. Looks like their Inteleon engine is getting set up now. They're still going for Pokeball. I'm surprised they're not going like Quick Ball or Ultra Ball or anything. I mean, if they can hit heads reliably, then that. Oh, that gets them any Pokemon. Hmm. Ah, shoot, they can start doing like Ride of the High King. Do we want to Psychic Shot here, or do we want to try? Because we're going to need more energy to set that up anyway. Let's get an Inteleon down here and see what we can find. Evolution Incense could get us a Cosmoem, so we're set up for later. Then we've got Scoop Up Nets, which would be good, honestly. Boss's Orders would be nicer later on. So we'll scoop up this Inteleon, because that way we can use it again. Evolution Incense. Grab a Cosmoem. We'll actually hold on to that Inteleon for now, though. And... oh, because I already attached... that was a dumb move. Whoops. I guess I'll rush in and retreat into something not so important. Retreat into this Cosmoem, I suppose. And we'll just end turn there for now. They're going to be able to get off rides of the High King fairly soon. And as long as we get one energy onto this, then we are dealing a lot of damage. And then a Lunar Pain after that should knock that out. But it would be very nice if we could have gotten our Noivern, because being able to spread out damage right now would be very, very good. I'm sure they meant to type Grey Rat. Capacious Bucket and Bull Guy. What? You're telling me they run Pokeball in the deck and no other balls? Like, okay, putting Pokeball in your deck because you have Bull Guy makes sense, but there was no level ball or anything. Well, okay, now I just do this, rush in, and well, first we should make sure we've actually got. Okay, we'll Sobble there. Grab this so we can grab a boss's orders. And rush in here. Boss up that. And I'll hold on to my Inteleon and go for the Solar Geyser. Do I even have any Psychic Energy in the discard pile? Nope, I still don't. Why did they do that? I guess I had nothing else to attack. They're going for Max Lance? Doesn't Ride of the High King kill? Each of your opponent's bench Pokemon 3. 6, 9, 12, 15 plus 10. Oh no, it doesn't kill. Huh. And then, I mean, if we can get a psychic shot off here, that would be even better. So I'm going to go ahead and see if we can get a Marnie. Oh, we don't have any Marnies left in the deck. We have a bunch of energy though, so Ordinary Rod. Um, there's no harm in getting a Quick Ball. Yeah, we want more Psychic energy. Do both. We shouldn't have done both. Get another Cosmog and get both Psychic energy. And then just Lunar Pain here, I guess. Yeah, just Lunar Pain. Take 3 prize cards. There's the Noivern. Glad we left a bench slot. Not that we can really do much with it at this point, but hey, we've got a Psychic Energy. That'll be enough to end the game with, hopefully, because we can Quick Ball, grab ourselves a Drizzile, get ourselves the boss's order, and then should be able to just Psychic Shot for the win. Oh, yeah, I've gotten myself tired now. Ooh, Pokemon Catcher. That could actually throw a spanner in the works. Ringing a Drizzile. Yeah, that changes things. It doesn't change anything. Never mind, we win. Well played. And then Psychic Shot for the KO. Bow. Oh, that was actually a really nice match. That felt like there was a lot of back and forth in there, but I know that if their Inteleon engine was more reliable and they actually put some other Pokeballs in their deck, they probably would have won that. But yeah, I think I owe that victory to just them not putting Quick Balls and Ultra Balls in their deck for some reason. And now we've got 2 of these tokens. So we can use these to participate in theme deck tournaments, which is a good way of getting packs. Let me see if I can actually find that. So events, we've got the theme decks. Oh, entry is 4 tickets. Never mind. Oh well. But yeah, view rewards. So if you win, you get 2 of the latest booster pack and a random booster pack. So you could easily get you get 3 booster packs no matter what. You could get 3 of the latest set, which are good for trading with. Like these are free to trade with, so basically the currency in this game isn't actually the trainer tokens, it's these packs. Second place, you get 2 packs and plenty of tokens anyway. And even if you come third to fourth, so even if you only win 1 game, you still get a pack no matter what, and participation, you just get a chest, so that's not too bad. But yeah, once I've got 2 more tokens, I can participate in these. Let's see, how many others have I got? So okay, the next thing we get is a Silver Tempest pack and Arceus V-Star. And then, okay, we need to get up to 490 to get 5 tournament tokens. Oh wait, so so they give you both Arceus V and V-Star. Hmm. And you can get a lot of packs from this. Then Chili Silent and Cress. Ah, that reminds me of somebody. They'd always try adding random fusion cards to the deck, even though like the meta fusion strike thing was already absolutely defined at that point. He still kept trying to add any fusion strike cards just to see if he could find the next best thing, which I really respected about him. He was a solid guy. Ah, the memories flooding back. I just hope that things get a bit better soon, because right now they're like on edge, but oh well. Anyway, we've just hit the 3 hour mark, so I think it's a good time that I end the stream for tonight, and I'm probably gonna tune into Anna Holloway's Pokemon Shining Pearl stream. If I had any viewers, I would host her, but I do not have any viewers, so oh well. Anyway, for anyone who is watching, thank you very much for watching. This is Kerry Hopkins, hopping out. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.